Hi Flosstube, I'm Joy.
I'm Emma Kay.
And we're the Carolina Stitchers. It's Wednesday, April 10th, and we're coming back for Flosstube 26.
Ooh.
I feel like we haven't got that much done stitching wise.
No, it's been a sad week of stitching for me.
But it was a really fun week. My son and his wife and our second grandson came and visited, and Emma and I got no stitching done. Because we'd rather cuddle baby than stitch, I suppose.
Yes.
So we did that. We got our hair cut.
I just got a trim.
Yeah. What else did we do? In 3 weeks,
We
bound to have
went
done
to
something.
the Flower Town Festival, and we took the youngest to see the new Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then
Anything else?
cleaned up around the apartment. That's what I did.
We had a lot of family dinners because
Yes.
with my son here, then my girls that live in the area were here almost every day. So that was a lot of fun. And we stitched a little bit.
Yep.
But we thought we might as well come back. We didn't want you guys to think something happened to us.
Say hey.
Say hello and let you know what we've been up to. So you want to start with your whips, Emma?
Yep. My one whip, my one sad little whip. Well, it's not that sad because I love it, but it's the Witchy Stitcher, the Stephen King house. And I was supposed to, the goal was to finish this room in the 2 weeks we had to stitch. And I finished a wall.
Woohoo.
So it's something. It's coming along though. I mean, it's going to be a really nice piece. My goal is to have it finished by, maybe not fully finished, but finished stitching by StitchCon.
Where'd you get that?
So I can at least lay it. This was from Joann's. I saw it and I like the shape. It's actually, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel holding it when I stitched, but I prefer this over a circle.
Well, I have a hard time. Well, I use a Q-snap, but that works well, especially if you hold her stitching close to you.
I really like it.
You notice if that's what you do?
I think because I usually lean back and stitch like this.
Yeah, in your recliner.
So yes, ma'am. But I
Your
love this
recliner
hoop.
ladies.
It's Joann's. I think I got it on sale for like $3.99, if that.
I love that.
So,
do you want to show your other almost a whip?
Oh yes, I put that in my bag. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Zoop doop.
Intermission. So our weather's been really nice.
So
It's been almost like summertime here.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be 78 today, which will be nice. And I think this weekend it'll get to the 80s.
Dad built a couple raised beds.
Yep.
We're gonna have our veggies out. We have some.
Started the garden. Let me see if I
Oh,
can
and we had the eclipse.
pull.
Everyone had the eclipse.
Yep, that was fun. We saw a partial eclipse, but it was still really cool.
I think we were like 70%. I had the worst insomnia, not to break off on a tangent. Monday night, like I haven't had that kind of, like I laid looking at the ceiling until 6:15 a.m. It was horrible. So I was looking at, I was Googling the one thing I tell the girls to never do. And this thing popped up. It said eclipse sickness. Has anyone ever heard of that?
I hadn't until
I
today.
didn't either. But it said insomnia, headache. I've like had all the things.
Not good.
I wonder what that means.
Hopefully it goes away soon. The stars and all that need to go back to normal.
Means I'm at one with the moon.
Yes, it controls a lot. So.
It really does.
But this was my almost a start. It's the Noah's Arc Mantle in the Bent Creek series. But it's DMC pearl cotton, and I did not know how to stitch with that or thread it, and so I brought it to here today so my mom could show me, and I think I'll finally get it started.
Did you get one stitch in? Or you took it back out?
Oh, no, ma'am, I didn't take it back out. I got half a stitch in because it's a, what count did we think this was?
This is 25. It says,
I got it from eBay all kitted up like a year ago.
and it said 18 counts.
I got half a stitch just because I was trying to learn with the pearl cotton. That was, it's definitely different.
Yeah, the instructions said 18 count with DMC, but that's pearl cotton, which we all know is much thicker, and that is definitely a 25. Yeah, but I like it because it'll be bigger, and I like large.
Oh yeah,
projects,
it'll look nice. And I just didn't know how to stitch with it. I was trying to like separate the two strands at first, like you would with like regular DMC. I was like, this is not coming to be. But that is my. This will be a whip for next week.
I used my handy dandy planner that we're gonna try not to shake you guys up too much. It was our table mate at StitchCon last year, and she recommended this, which StitchCon, it made sense. It's a teaching calendar, so it starts in like
June, I think.
Yeah, or July.
Oh.
So it made sense with StitchCon when I was leaving because that was June.
Mm-hmm.
Which we are going to StitchCon this year. We're going to be at StitchCon B, which I think is 63 days from now.
Yep.
Maybe.
So
So we're
13th, 14th.
We're excited about that, and we can't wait to see everyone there. Anyway, let's get back to, like I said, I haven't done that much because Mimi was cuddling babies versus doing anything else. But I did stitch some on my Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, which reminds me we have a stitch along coming up, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, and I'm actually going to do a separate video just on the stitch along. But this was my first whip. I stitched it on Pictures Plus Legacy in 28 count Lugana. Anyone that knows me knows Pictures Plus is my go-to. And I'm stitching this one, which is part 1. Just gonna see, I don't see that it has an actual name. Just says number 1.
Come little leaves. Oh, that's the poem.
You can read it, you want to?
It says, "Come little leaves, said the wind one day, come o'er the meadows with me and play. Put on your dress of red and gold, summer is gone and the days grow cold," by George Cooper.
1840 to 1927.
I'm ready for some fall.
Me too. I'm mentally there. Maybe that's what the eclipse did. It sent us into,
It time warped us.
so this is where I'm at. And I will have extra fabric. I'm not going to do any extra border. It's just going to be the simple border that it came with. And I'm using all of the called fors. So almost finished the block. There was a whole lot of, like, the checkerboard is adorable.
Super cute.
But of course that's 3 different colors, and so it's a lot of stop and start. I think I was off somewhere, but you guys know me. If I'm off, I'm going to keep on stitching. And that is Ruby Doobie. And she's not in here.
Nope.
But
Her voice carries.
she's with her aunt, so we'll see how that pans out. And this is a bag from Goose Designs.
Oh, I love their bags.
So did you? And I think it's a rooster chicken on the inside. How cute is that? I thought that would be perfect for Fall on the Farm. So I did that. I started working Saturday on Stitching with the Housewives family, which this is a bag. This bag is Stitching
With Westies.
with the Westies, and I absolutely love this bag. And she does have, I'll put it below, she has an Etsy shop, but she's also selling on Stash Unload Facebook.
Yep, Facebook. It's all on her Instagram as well, which is going to be in the description.
This is Family, Stitching with the Housewives. And I showed last episode, I do have this finishing piece. And you actually have to, you order this little hook separate. It just comes as a plain finishing piece, and then you attach that. So I have all of that. And I'm stitching on a 28 count Lugana in white that I just picked up at, I believe it was Joann's. And I'm stitching all the call fors. And it is going super fast. I'm making one change. If you'll notice, the family is outlined with the turquoise color, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave them plain and dark.
I like that.
So I'm excited about this. And someone had mentioned this would be a great gift as well. You put the little established.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
So like for a wedding gift or even
That's
like
really
a
good
Christmas
idea.
gift. And it goes so fast that you wouldn't mind stitching it probably over and over and over again. And my needle minder Emma actually gave me, and it's from Stitching Kitten.
Oh, yes, I love Stitching Kitten.
So I stitched on that. And then WIPGO calls. One of
I
my
did not do WIPGO.
WIPGO calls. That's okay. The month's not over.
I need to get on that.
One of my first call was Stitching with the Housewives Trick or Treat.
Oh, I love this one.
And I am so close to done. However, I keep putting it back because I'm stitching it on 16 count Shadow by Pictures Plus, which I love Shadow Pictures Plus, but it's so tiny that it's just not my favorite. And I made purposeful changes. There's a candy corn here, which I omitted. And the candy corns here on this side are different than this side. And so I'm just going to match them up.
Oh,
I have a thing for extreme symmetry.
I like it.
So this is where I'm at. So close to done.
I love that skirt and how it looks
do
like
too.
the patchwork, but really.
And see, that would be 3 colors, but since I'm doing it on this dark color, I didn't use the black. You still get the same effect, I feel like.
It's cute.
So, close to done. I would like to finish that. And, believe it or not, guys, those were all my whips.
You did more than I
What
did.
in the world? I did crochet 2 blankets
Yes.
for the
See, you were busy with other stuff.
for the grand boys, and I finished those. So, did you have any finishes?
No, ma'am, I did not.
I had a couple of fully finishes because I was displaying them for spring, so I grabbed one off the wall, and I may or may not have torn a nail out at the same time. But I finished. This is a Bent Creek, and I think I want to say it's the Easter row. I don't know. If
Yeah,
you
I think
can
I have
see
that. That looks like the Easter.
And this is just a galvanized wall. I don't know what it's listed as. It's not a bucket. A wall, something or
Shelf,
another. Maybe it is a shelf. And I picked that up at Hobby Lobby. I think the regular price is only like $14, and so I got it for 40% off. And this is just a just kind of a summery, springish summery garland that I just stuffed right in there. And I have that hanging on my wall. And it's stitched on Picture This Plus Legacy.
Love it.
And I finished this actually a few years ago. I just finally fully finished it when I found this piece. You know, sometimes what takes the longest is figuring out what you're going to
How to finish
something on. So I did a couple of fully finishes. That's the one I grabbed. And then how about gifts and haul?
I
Do you have any gifts?
A little bit. I do have a gift, which this was from Stitching with Westies. I don't know if you want to say it or if I
You want to say it? When you're ready to let the world know.
So I am expecting, and so
We're
this
so
will be
excited.
grandbaby number 3 for them, which I just realized I'm the 3rd born, so it's kind of funny that 3 and 3.
Oh, I love that. We're over the moon excited.
Yes.
We cannot wait.
And not only that, but it's an October baby, which is just my month, my time of year, my favorite time of year. So
Perfect.
feels like the stars aligned. But as a congratulations, Stitching with Westies sent me this project bag, which is just
She
beautiful.
said she thought of Emma as soon as she saw it. Mermaids and skeletons. Anything more Emma K.
I know, which I have, which I didn't bring yet. I'll probably bring it next time. The Witchy Stitcher has a black pearl pattern. So it's like that ghostly pirate ship. I think I'm going to kit it up in this bag. But I just thought that was so sweet. And it's funny, too, because we were trying to think of like a nickname because we're not finding out the gender until October. And so in her little note, she had called him or her Baby Boo.
Oh.
And I really like that. So I think we're
And
gonna
that's what your
start calling him Baby
announcement
Boo.
said,
Yep.
Little Boo.
A little boo. So I think this will be Baby Boo, October 2024. Which,
So we are excited. She's due the first week in October.
yes. So we shall see.
Which is another reason that we were making StitchCon a priority
Yeah.
for this year, because who knows what next year.
Hopefully next year there'll just be a baby in tow too
I
with,
don't think that'd be
with
any
us.
fun at
Baby's first
StitchCon.
stitching retreat.
I
down
think
for
that
it.
would be Dad in tow
Yeah, they'll just be
with the baby.
adventuring.
Yeah.
Papa could take them to the zoo. It could work. They can get some cousin time. So
I love that. But yes, we are very excited. So the
Yes.
grandbabies are coming fast and furious
so far
now.
it's been year after.
Well, we had 2 last year,
Oh yeah, that was
March and December,
Mhm.
and now here we are in October. So
They're
Family
coming,
is
all the
growing and
cousins,
we're-
which that's going to be exciting too, having all the cousins close in age. That's what I'm looking forward to.
yeah,
The get-togethers.
that is
It's crazy.
such a joy.
Yes.
We're so excited. And I didn't say that just because she should name the baby Joy. I told her it clearly works for a boy
Or
as
a
well.
girl.
So
And, yeah, that was a big life update for me. So.
Yeah.
definitely.
We can't wait.
Past the morning sickness curve, hopefully.
Well, she's trying to be. And that's another reason that we've been kind of hit or miss is Emma has felt so unwell.
I lost like 10 pounds. I was like,
and she doesn't really have 10 pounds to lose.
No.
So
but all's good now. But I was just like hurting for a second. But it's all worth it, I think.
It is. So we are so excited. And you know, I was watching Crafty Cottage Stitches and they announced that that they're expecting a grandbaby. The Janet's expecting a grandbaby. Her daughter's pregnant and due in October, and it was killing me not to respond to them.
I know. We had a good scan a couple weeks ago, so I was like, okay, once we get that and like some more good results, I'm good with.
She's had several ultrasounds.
Yes, lots of them.
And the last one, you can see it's a whole little baby in there.
Yep. Even though the tech called them stubborn because they kept putting their hands over their face. She's like, I'm trying to get a picture.
It's genetic.
I can see it.
And Emma said today the baby's what, the size of an orange?
Yep, an orange. Can you believe it?
I can't hardly believe it. We're excited for October.
It's very surreal, but
be here before we know it. Yes. And it is really our time of year, fall.
Yes,
so we love it. Right now we're trying to pick out crochet yarn. Like I said, I have made blankets for both because they're coming so fast now. I'm like, they're keeping me busy with these blankets, right? So we're trying to pick out a good color scheme for.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult when you wait to find out the gender.
But it's so fun.
I think
all of ours were
plenty of greens and yellows and.
All of ours were surprises. We waited until they were born, but one boy and then 5 girls. The girls weren't really that much of a surprise. You kind of knew. A while. We just kind of figured that odds were on our side that they'd be girls.
Yep, that's all the sisters.
Yep, and now all the babies. So we're super excited about that.
Yep. But so that was my first gift, which I really love. The Stitching with Westies project bag.
Thank you again, Donna. That is so much. Sweet.
And then these were from you. You had picked them up when y'all went thrifting when
thrifting when the kids were here.
Yes, and so it's 2 Singer sewing books because I'm really trying to pick up sewing. So far, I've made some bookmarks.
These are by Singer.
Singer, yep.
And this one is Sewing for the Home,
which I really liked a few patterns in that. I'm gonna try. I think for the pillows.
Yeah. And then this one is
Sewing for the Holidays, which I love the cornucopia on the front. I really want to sew that for Thanksgiving. I think that would be super cute. Like but they had a lot of little houses. Yeah. And
I kept thinking that it would be good template. Like it gets you started on the sewing, like how you know.
Like the how you use like measuring and cutting.
So I thought even if some of the things were outdated, because I'm not sure when these books are from. I know all of my books are kind of older. 1994. 4 years before Emma showed up on the scene.
Oh.
That didn't sound good, did it?
Sounded like a racetrack. Or a basketball court.
I don't know. Hopefully...
we'll keep an ear out.
Yeah. Like I said, both Winnie dogs are in the room next door.
And then... Yep, they're crazy. This was something I picked up at the Flower Town Festival. So it's a festival here in Somerville where just a bunch of vendors, which they had a ton this year, probably like 40 something, where they just do different crafts and sell different foods and they all come together.
The azaleas are blooming.
Yes.
So they always have a festival, and as our town has grown, more than doubled in size, I think I saw in the last less than 20 years. So it's a
big thing. I always go on Sundays, which is the last day of the festival, because usually it's just crowded, and I go right as they open.
I used to keep them out of school on Friday, because we would go when it first opened on Friday, and the schools were still in. Sunday's a good day, because if you're a church skipper, then you can get in while everyone else is in church. So.
Which we did. So one of the things, which I bought a necklace, which I thought was cute too. It's just a little shell, which is a real shell. It's from Myrtle Beach. And then
we love Myrtle Beach.
I thought that was cute. But there's this Etsy shop, and it's Mousewares, but it's MAUS wares. And she does a bunch of hand-painted, handcrafted, and like even because the youngest has one too, that's a pirate ship that she carved.
Oh yeah.
So hand carved ornaments, and I just thought this one was super cute for Christmas. It's our little state flag logo with some Christmas lights.
That kind of reminds me of the postcard that the kids did.
That's what I was thinking of. That's what it reminded me of for the James Island nights.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was mousewares, that little ornament. So I picked that up. Not really stitchy, but still crafty.
And Emma bought me candied nuts, but I don't have them to
I bought myself
share
some too.
with you guys anymore.
I think I forgot mine. I was going to bring them here.
Yeah, they were delicious.
They're my favorite. And then, let's see.
That was your gifts?
Oh, yes, ma'am. That was all my gifts.
Okay.
And then for haul that I purchased, I went ahead and got the sulkies for the hands-on design More Chocolate Bunnies. So that's this pattern, which this was the one you had started, but I think you didn't like the 2/2 or like the thickness that
And I love a good thick, I don't know, it just wasn't, once I started it, I just wasn't feeling it.
I love it.
But I knew that Emma it'd be more her thing.
Which this is part of my WIPGO. I haven't been drawn yet, but
No.
and then I got
Then you're
all
like,
the,
yeah, we're halfway there.
Yep. So I've got all those for it, so I could finish that up. And then I went ahead and got the rest of the floss for the Welcome My Pretties by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I went to get the fabric.
Oh, look how pretty that floss is.
I know. Which I got most of it from Stitchen Kitten. They were out of the, I think I'm saying this right, the Onyx.
Which is that Weeks?
Yes,
For the Onyx?
it is.
I mean, I might have it. Remind me after.
Oh, yeah.
It can be like your hot sauce.
Yes, my LA hot sauce. I didn't know it was called Louisiana. I was thinking LA like in
Los Angeles.
So I was like, well. But I went ahead and got the fabric for this, which this is called for, I think the fabric is Vintage Stormy Night Lugana. They didn't have that available on 123 Stitch, so I got 32 count Stormy Night Belfast linen, which is very similar. I think it'll still work with these colors. Let me get this a little bit neater. I need to work on my presentation skills. There we go. But I think that'll be super cute, so we'll get that started.
I love that, Emma.
And this was new from Market, I believe. So I picked that up last time we went to Stitchen Kitten.
Love it.
And then the last one was the Primitive Hare Spooky Countdown, which it printed off kind of light, so I'm not sure
Wonky.
if you'll be able. Oh, there we go.
I love that one, and you can find that on her Etsy shop.
Yes,
yeah,
it's
we'll
on
have it below.
Etsy. So this was the Primitive Hare Spooky Countdown. I also got the, which it's not delivered yet. I believe it's shipped, but it's the little scissor fob and beads for the other pattern I have that's Primitive Hare, the Practical Magic. So I'll probably be showing that next.
I love that, Emma. Let's see. Yes. I received something from a sweet friend on Instagram. And she is a fellow military spouse. They're no longer active duty. But she had actually received some, let me see. She bought a bag at an antique store of patterns, and so she kind of picked through them, and she just thought that these were some patterns that I might be interested in, and I love them. I'm going to have them listed below. This is Astor Place, which I've not heard of them. Green St Nicklaus.
That is so cute.
I love that. And you know, we love all the holidays. So I'm excited for that. This, I can't really show close up, but it is a set of military stitchery graphs by Judith Brown, United States Navy. I don't want to show it up close because it's the actual patterns. But my husband was super excited because there is a goat. He's a Master Chief in the United States Navy, and, you know, they're the goat locker. And so I think I'm going to have to do a goat.
Stitch them up.
So, thank you so much. This is All Years Are Charted. It's a complete kit by Barbara and Noel, and it is U.S. Navy and the different classes. It's not. Oh, love that. This is the Navy hymn for Navy Air, and it is.
Oh, it is kitted. Nice.
So I love that.
Those are some really good patterns.
And then Cricut Collection, which we both love.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful Places. I love the stocking, but also look at these little houses right here.
Oh, those are
that's
cute. That kind of reminds me of a quilt square almost with the border.
So, thank you so much, Brenda. We certainly appreciate it, and can't wait to get stitching on some of the Navy stuff. My husband's retirement's coming up sooner than later.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
Can you believe it? 30 years. Oh, which reminds me, finally a farm girl has a new pattern that she's releasing in April in honor of her father who served in the United States Navy, and it's Dear Soldier. So it's kind of a piece for anyone that's special to you that's served in any branch. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to have to get it as soon as it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
We're a Navy family. We were just Navy. My son was Navy. My daughter is Army, my older daughter. And then her husband is Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my husband's father was a Marine, and we both have grandfathers that were Army, and so we are it's a long-standing tradition for us, military service. But thank you, Brenda, and I can't wait to get to stitching. So I think that was it for my gifts, but I do have haul. On 123 Stitch, this is Ale, which you guys know is one of my all-time favorites.
Mm-hmm.
On 123 Stitch, if they don't have anything in stock, you can put a little notification with your email and they let you know. So I did purchase 2 half yards of Ale, and I will use a ton of it because I love it for prim, and I also love it for patriotic.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I did pick up, so we're into haul, yes.
Yes.
I did pick up 2 things, my last 2 things from Market. First is the Artsy Housewife Geraldine's Flowers.
Oh,
And the moment I saw this, I sent it to Emma, and I was like, I have to have that.
I still thought the bear looks so real.
I love that. And you know, our plan is to retire to the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
We love the beach, but we love the mountains too. So we keep thinking maybe a while in the mountains, maybe when we get too old to keep everything going, we'll then move to the beach. So I'm super in love with that, and I did kit it up, so that's gonna be fun.
Pretty.
Can't wait to get started on that. And then Glendon Place Tulipa. So I love that.
I love the colors on this one.
And it's kitted up everything but the fabric, which I will probably use a picture of this plus. Usually if her fabrics are available, it's a witch elt. Then I will just get the fabrics on her website, but I noticed that they're a little harder than what I'm used to. I like a softer fabric. Yeah. So those were my last 2 things from Nashville, and I'm in the monthly weigh-in club.
I love those. They're so cute.
Oh, that's the last thing I stitched. Was the September.
Oh, was that?
I think I left it over there. Will you grab that real quick? So I got my May monthly weigh-in. Super excited to stitch that. And I just paid for June, so that should be here soon. And this is something this was another whip. Totally almost forgot about it.
Yeah.
Monthly weigh-in September. I'm so close to done. I just want to stick with it till I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm really in the fall mood all of a sudden. I don't know why. It feels like it must be 80 degrees
I am
outside
too. It's
today.
not just you.
This is on Ren, one of my favorites. And I'm using all the called for colors, but I believe the orange that she chose was marmalade, and I subbed for sweet potato. So I'm super excited about that one.
That one looks so
It's so cute. This
that
is
sweet
a
potato is
lot
perfect
of
with that too,
stitching.
especially with your decor for fall.
Yeah, I can't wait. I found some pumpkins on Hobby Lobby online that were on the clearance for my pumpkin tree.
Mm-hmm.
They were good sized pumpkins, maybe like 75 cents. So I worked on this yesterday, and the needle minder came from Fire Puppies.
I miss Fire
I
Puppies.
miss Fire Puppies so much. So that was a whip, and then that is my haul. one more thing I wanted to show. Showed this a while back, if you guys remember. It's the Glendon Place eggs all around, and this was the one I made the little longer basket for. The green here is General Arts Spring Grass, and you can see that it has a lot of variation. Well, the only ones that I can find in store do not have that variation. They're more almost a solid like this. And so a friend on Instagram recommended that I look at Threadworks, and this is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
That is exactly what I'm going for. So I'll list that down below if anyone is stitching this and they're interested. It is 1047. So that's going to be perfect. So got that.
Cute.
And I think that's it for our gifts and haul. Do you have any plans?
Really just, which I think I said it somewhere, the Bent Creek that I don't know where. I just had that.
She's planning to do her nursery in
Noah's Ark. So I've
which is what
been
her
collecting
nursery was.
things over the years, just because I knew from the moment I was like, my first baby, that's going to be Noah's Ark. And so I thought this would be really fun to add to it. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I think I want to I want to finish the bib for the second nephew, because I haven't done that. That's my other stitchy plan. And then probably start this. Hopefully I'll get more stitching done, but those are my only like concrete plans.
I love that.
So yep.
I'm going to hopefully not knock over this Yeti full of tea. I'm into fall, but I'm also feeling all the patriotic feels. So I'm going to get back to my Clouds Factory U.S. Presidents.
Oh, I love this one.
Which I have arranged these guys a little bit differently because we need to fit more people. Which Clouds Factory, as a new president is elected, they add on to your chart if you've already purchased it.
That's really cool.
And so this is on Relic by Picture This Plus. In 28 count Lugana. And it's going to be a pretty large project. I'll show you guys where I am. I love them though. I love American history. Well, I love
all history, science.
Yes, but I love researching and really getting into American history.
Even our family history too, with the ancestry DNA, you were able to get all those trees and everything.
Right.
Super detailed.
Yeah. I love some history. So that's where we're at. So I'm super excited. How neat is that going to be?
I think
and I'm thinking though it'll be something maybe that's never finished.
Yeah,
what do I do?
Adding.
Maybe if by the time I can get through all the presidents, maybe as their new presidents, I could start a new one. How old will I be then? I mean, it's every 4 to 8 years, right? So it could be a while. I don't anticipate that I'll have this done this year. I'm using all the called fors, and so I'll plan to work some more on this. And then, I finished my large Praiseworthy Stitches house. Buzzard's Roost, which I need to finish.
I like that one.
This is another large project, Halloween project, that I'm close to a finish on. This is Glendon Place Phantom Plantation.
Oh, I like the colors on this one. They're just so bright. And I think a lot of that's the back stitching too that helps it pop.
This. And also look at that frame. I don't know if I can find anything like that at Michael's, which is my usual go-to if I'm actually framing.
Could make something like it.
He's gonna have all the time in the world. So I'll show you where I'm at. You guys might be slightly impressed. Wow.
I like it. That's smart to do it in the baggies
because it's all DMC.
Yep.
And I was telling Emma today, the reason that I don't use floss drops is the fact that a lot of my projects I have left over, and then it would be on the floss drop, not on the card. And when I have it left over, I just stick it back with the other ones. So So I think that's what I'm sticking to as my excuse as to why I don't do that. So let's see. This is on. Well, this bag is. What is that? I don't have my readers.
Lynn X Stitches Creates. This is from StitchCon because she had. I think this was from this past year.
Look how big it is. Emma and I go to StitchCon and really try to stock up on the large bags. Otherwise, we don't. They're really kind of hard to find. And this is on Nessie. It's a linen. I picture this plus. And this is where I'm at. I don't know. Is it all in the screen?
Most of it. You're missing the top corner. Go a little bit lower and maybe go like from this to this to show it all. Very nice. There we go.
So really, it's not that much. Glendon Place loves backstitch, and you really can't blame her because look how much it pops when you put it in. So I want to get back to this. I love it.
You can do it.
And I love Glendon Place. She is probably, I hate to say favorite because I love so many, but
one of my favorites.
I'm really drawn to Glendon Place. I think it might be the colors. And I was really organized when I started this, like 5 years ago. I think it's because I didn't have 132 whips. No, I don't know I have 132 whips, but.
We can count them. We did that one episode.
Let's don't. Well, so far this year, I've had 11 starts and 9 finishes.
Which that's awesome already.
So, but I received this for a birthday gift. Star Spangled Street, Primrose Cottage. And they also have July 4th out, which is new this year, which I would love to do. And I saw, actually Missy sent it to me yesterday, but I was too late. I saw that they had posted that their father had put some of the frames for July 4th on Etsy.
Oh.
It wasn't on Etsy. So I pulled the colors, most of the colors. And maybe just some extras that I thought would work. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch this, but I'm going to use the same color pattern way for, colorway for July 4th. So it goes together. And I'm just going to keep crossing my fingers that I can come upon a frame. You know, the Christmas one kind of fell into my hands.
Yes, that was nice. That was when we were on the way to StitchCon last year. Or no, maybe it was in March. We were on the way to the same area.
Yeah. And we found out about it on Instagram, so I was able to grab one from our local shop, and that was good. But I think that is it.
I think that's
We're
everything.
in 37 minutes. Yeah, like I said, not too much accomplished this last couple weeks,
It's
but
been busy.
But we got something accomplished, and we had a whole lot of family time, which was amazing. And like I said, our weather's getting better, so we're outside a lot now, if we can be. So I think that's it, and we will try to be back. I was thinking maybe the next family dinner.
Yes.
We could do it. We could film another one. Well, let's see how much we've got done. We try to wait because I stitch every week, but Emma doesn't necessarily get the opportunity to. She works full time and she's had extreme morning sickness.
But it seems like it's getting better. So my goal today, I don't have work this afternoon, so
yeah,
try to get some stitching in.
So say a prayer for Emma that passes by. They've given her medication, but the flip side is the medication makes her so sleepy that she's not sick, but then she's still not getting anything she wants
done
to.
Because I'm asleep. I'm like, I guess you can't feel sick when you're unconscious. I'm like,
right.
But
Must be why they do it.
Yeah.
So, anywhoosie, we will see you guys in a couple weeks, and I think that's it. Let me double check before I say goodbye, but that's it. So we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.